when you're in this uniform and the other that you put in the field, you are a role model to a lot of people. And being a role model to a lot of people calls for a lot of sacrifice. There are some things when you're in this job you cannot afford to do. Na nimesikia zingine hapa Osia akisema, I hope that exchanges like those only happen within your sphere, not outside. Because you are a role model to so many. You cannot be a role model saa zile unaenda kwa kirabu, in the sub-county, in the ward, in the division where you serve, unakunywa mpaka unaanza kukojoa hapo nje kwa bar. Na wewe ni ACC. Because you are supposed to be a role model of disciplined people and people who everybody looks upon and says, ningependa kuwa mtu kama huyu. Na wewe ndiye huyo. Unacheza one man guitar hapo, unainua mguu moja mpaka inaguza kichwa. And you want people to tomorrow wakuje wakuheshimu na waheshimu your authority. Unataka watoto wakikuangalia waanze kufikiria, mimi nikimaliza university I would want to be angao. It cannot happen if you are not yourself being a disciplined person, a person who is a role model to the people we are serving. And I think it's a career we have chosen because we had an option. I believe most of you may have taken it as a first job because you didn't have another one. But you have had a chance to have another one. But you have chosen yourself to stick to this. This is a career that you have chosen. And I know by the time mmetoka hapa, kiangalia hivi Bwana Kabo, naona iko tutumbo kidogo. Siku ya graduation wale wako na tutumbo utakuwa umemark. Ndio tuseme wiki hii ya kwanza ni operation maliza tutumbo. But I'm very impressed that within 2 days one can already see signs of discipline in these people. We have chosen a career to serve people. And we are serving our citizens because these are our employers. And we know from history the difficulties that we have had in executing our work because of challenges of empowerment, challenges of facilitation, challenges of even understanding. And as a ministry, those who have been there long enough, you have seen the kind of effort we have been trying to put to ensure that you are facilitated. For those who may not know, because we want you to be effective. This year alone, as we go through the leasing program, for example, of the vehicles, we have put in Famba how many more? 300? 350. Plus the ones we bought? 200? Yeah, 200. So there are 550. We have 350 put into the system new vehicles under lease program. And because we also know that these vehicles are changed vehicle to vehicle for the ones that you are using, the ministry has worked out ways so that the 200 vehicles that were supposed to be returned, they are not returned, they remain with you, meaning that we are putting in 550 vehicles into the system. Consequently, there is no deputy county commissioner in the Republic of Kenya who will not have a vehicle. And the next step we are going is to ensure there is no assistant county commissioner in the Republic of Kenya who will not have a vehicle as well. And it's because we know the work that you do, mobility is key. But while we are doing this, we expect you to reciprocate. You know very well the difficulties we are having in even getting finances to facilitate you do your work, because we know your work touches on also intelligence gathering. Your work touches on other areas that to the ordinary people may look odd. And as a ministry and as a government, we agreed that all the way from the assistant chief to the regional commissioner, we shall be giving you an AIE to ensure that saa zile mwananchi anakuja kwako, you are not telling them siwezi piga hii muhuri, hakuna rangi, hata hakuna karamu ya signature, ama hakuna karatasi. Sio tumefanya? Yes, sir. And therefore we expect flawless service delivery to the citizens of this country, because we have chosen a career to serve them. We expect, as you serve these people, you also interact with them. And the only way to interact with these people, the only known way, is through public barazas. They are the tools that you have. And it's unfortunate that even sometimes when we want to pass government messages, some of you are hanging things on the windows of churches, and instead of engaging the people so that we understand what are the problems of these people. And after, because you are enjoying delegated power of His Excellency the President, wewe ndio karaisi kadogo hapo kwa division yako. Do you know that? Yes, sir. Wewe ndio rais hapo karaisi kadogo, because you are exercising delegated power, and that is why His Excellency the President can even call you directly without any protocols, because you are there to serve him. Give service to our people, because he has committed to give certain services to these people during his tenure, and he can only do that through you. And that is why he has a direct link to you, even though he has us to be doing day-to-day activities. So we expect that as we do this service delivery, which, by the way, is not just security, and I'll talk about that in a short while, we expect that you will be diligent in it, you will be efficient in it, and sometimes smiling. Si lazima saa yote mkuwe mkisavu watu mmekasirika. Hata watu wanaogopa kuingia kwa ofisi, hawajui kama ni kushikwa, kama ni kupigwa. Because these are our employers. We must embrace them, and they must feel at home whenever they are in your offices. You have chosen this career, and this career requires you to be an honest person. You are the people who are entrusted within the areas you serve to even do adjudication of even land matters. We have seen in this country, I know you are not the chairs, we have seen in this country people shed tears because of action of some of us. We have seen widows cry because you have allowed their land to be taken away by relatives. We have seen them cry because they have been conned of their inheritance. We have seen children become destitute because of our actions. It means this requirement of fairness and honesty in our career expectation is not being exercised. So as we finish this training, we want to call upon your souls to go back and reevaluate and see, do I want to be Angao who is making people cry in my area of jurisdiction? Do I want to be Angao whose tears of children will always be haunting me at night because of decisions you make out of inducement sometimes of money? I think we have chosen a career where that is a cardinal expectation. And I believe by the time we are done with this training, we shall awaken that to ensure that as we go back to serve after this training, these are the values that we carry along with us. We want to be fair people, not just to the citizens, not just to your seniors, but even to the people who work under you. Your cardinal responsibility to ensure you protect life and property. After you have protected, you give service. Sindio? Yes, sasa, we know that when you are in the field, you chair a lot of things. You are chair of this, you are chair of that, you are chair of this, because you are the administrator. You will chair the security committees. You will chair people who are issuing IDs, if you are doing vetting. Are you not the ones who chair? Yes. You chair land things, you chair education things, you chair everything. And therefore, it is upon us to understand government programs and policies and ensure that they succeed. Kazi yetu, saa zingine, because I mirror you up, nikiuliza what is my job description, even now, after 7 years, I don't know. Mimi sijui nafanya kazi gani. Iko saa nasikia watoto waende shule wote. Sasa nauliza, hapo na mimi si education, lakini watoto waende shule? And we are the ones to give feedback, whether there is transition or not. Watoto wachanjwe. Nauliza, siko ministry ya education, lakini sisi ndio tunafaa tu. Mabarabara zijengwe, you ensure that hakuna mtu badala ya rami anaweka mchanga. Sini nyinyi mnafanya hii kazi? Yes, sir. Watoto wapewe birth certificate. Sasa kazi yetu inakuwaga haina description clear, but we know in our ministry there is something that a lot of people do not pay attention to, called Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government. That kabit of coordination of national government is the one that tells us to do everything. So we expect that when you are there, you do not look at in Ministry of Fisheries. Kama program ni kukula samaki, watu wakule samaki? Sindio? Yes, sir. Una ensure hiyo swaga keni unapeagwa si swaga keni ya kushikilia tu hapa kwa mabega. Ni swaga keni ya kuforce watu saa hiyo wakule samaki? Ndio serikali imesema watu wakule samaki? Sindio? Yes, imesema watu waende wachanjwe COVID. Sindio? Hiyo swaga kinsi ya kupembeleza ni watu wachanjwe, because it's a government program. Saa hii tumesema boda boda lazima mtu akuwe na license na akuwe amekuwa registered, si ndio? Hapo si kupembeleza, si ni watu akuwe na license na sasa hata vile nimeongea tu hivi umesikia description. What can you say is your work there? If you asked in a CV what your job description was. So we are people who are supposed to coordinate everything in the places that we work. I am aware that there are 900 other ACCs who have not taken this training. Bwana Gabo, you have assured me that you are able to take 900. Yes. And therefore, I'm directing that on 14th of August, hiyo group ingine ikuje hapa, imaliziwe. So that we don't have a group that is out there that feels like they are stagnated and they can't grow because the ministry is not doing what it's supposed to do. I also know that we have a responsibility to train the chiefs and assistant chiefs. They take a little less time. So, Bwana Gabo, I want you to assure me again, because we had started this program. We did 3,000 for the chiefs. Yes, sir. How many are left, Osia? So I would think for this year, Osia and Gabo mukae chini, back to back. When these people finish, we bring the chiefs and ensure that back to back until we clear all of those who have not had this. And I think it's better that you do that so that we announce it and it becomes part of the ministry's program, so that by the time we are closing this course, we have a complete schedule of training of all the assistant county commissioners, all the chiefs and the assistant chiefs before December. So if we do that, then we are sure our officers on the ground are well trained and well prepared to handle this difficult job that they do.